Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Beyond No Reason. I haven't made a Beyond No Reason in a little bit. But I'm back. Again, it's great to be back. So we have a nice clean game on Moon Comet Catcher. Yeah. Alright, so we have E-Tac, who I'll be calling a PTAQ because it's tradition now. He is playing Armada, which is wonderful, as he should be. Armada is the best in the game. And then we have Midvit, also playing Armada. Good. 2 Armada players. I like to see it. So Comet Catcher is kind of like the classic. It's Comet Catcher and what's the red map? That's like Comet Catcher, whatever. This is like the default map, okay? So this is like truly a skill test. And they're both equal in levels, but they've been playing this game since like a long time. We'll say it's a long time because it is. But yeah, in terms of wind speed, the low is 1 and the high is 4. So I would not recommend building any windmills at all. You'll be wasting your time. And then let's see over here. Mivit is building a radar tower. Well, he will be. Nice. I like the radar tower. I like it. I respect it. Okay. Radars are very good. But yeah, as you can see, there are some small stone outcroppings, or whatever this comet is made of. So it will block the radar a little bit, and it's also some interesting terrain for some battles. Like if you can battle in the crater, but really it won't affect the game that much. These little rocks. But yeah, Mivit is building his vehicle plant. I would assume PTAQ is also going vehicles. Yes, and the reason for this is, like I said, the map is flat. You have some stone outcroppings that you could walk up with bots, but honestly, it's not really worth it to build bots because vehicles can have higher mobility, and they also normally do better at the things that they're specialized in. Whereas bots, their main advantage is that they can climb over basically anything, right? And I don't know why I said that they could be faster, but vehicles are normally a tad slower than bots will be. But yeah. They're producing some scouts. PTAQ is producing more than Midfit, although it's a 2v2 right here in the middle. 1v1, 1v1 now. PTAQ will win this. Yeah, and he brings in his bots, but Midfit escapes, making a run for PTAQ's base. They do know where each other's bases are. I believe. I believe that's always in the opposite corners, like the normal start, which is what they did, so. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the nice 150 frames a second. That'll go down to about 20 in about a minute with all these scouts being produced. Yeah, producing scouts, not a bad thing, especially when your enemy has an army of scouts. So Mivit is going to be flanking PTAQ's scout army. Hopefully, nope, he can't do it. But they end up killing one anyway, so I guess it's kind of a win. But yeah, PJQ can't really find a way into Midvit's base. Too many scouts, and he's too far away from his base. But that means that if he can keep the focus, well, it hasn't really happened, but if he can keep the focus over here, then Midvit won't have the chance to send scouts over to his base. But he does already have one. Although I don't know if PTQ's commander is going to destroy it. No, he's building mexes, but it looks like he's going to be destroying it anyways if Midvit just leaves it there. And there it goes. Okay, so they're both safe from scout attacks for now. Does PTQ have a radar tower? No. I mean, he's a little new at this game, you gotta give him some slack, right? No, I'm kidding. Obviously. Oh yeah, building some X's. Decently far out from your base. It's interesting he's going for these up here rather than these ones closer to him and these ones over here. I don't know why. He is building up over here. I'm assuming it's just so if he builds this line of mexes and laser towers, then he can claim all of the ones behind him later. Which isn't. I don't think that's a bad strategy. I think that's a kind of a good idea. Your only problem is a lot of your mexes are going to be farther away from your base. I'd say it's about equal distance between both of their bases when the mexes start getting out over here. So that's a little bit of a problem. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue if he keeps his army up, and if he plants enough defenses, he'll have time to run over to the mexes if there's an army that starts attacking. And then obviously having radar towers too wouldn't hurt, huh? Where are the radar towers, man? No radar towers for PTAQ, unfortunately. Mivit is sending out some scouting vehicles. He sent some out over here. They're not doing too much though, or too hot. They're dying to a singular flash tank. All three of them. Oh well, you can't be perfect in this game. This game is definitely more about macro than micro. So if you've ever played like Company Heroes, really excited for the third one, by the way. I purposely not played any of the early tests because I want to experience it fresh on launch day and not have to give Relic ideas on how to make the game better like everyone else is doing. I'm excited for that game. But yeah, that game is much more micro focused. Like if you micro your units poorly, you're never going to win. Macro's not really a factor of that game because you have to micro to capture the control points to get in an economy. Whereas in this game, it's a lot more about macro because the unit cap is so high. You know, StarCraft can be about like micro or macro, but I think it tends to lean more micro as well. Obviously, you don't want to mess up in your micro in this game, but it's possible to mess up and still do fine. But yeah, these flash tanks are coming down and will be attacking PTAQ as he boxes himself in here around this laser tower. And Midvid knew they were coming because he has a radar tower. I think actually their units met before they even got into radar tower range, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, it's nice to say it's because of the radar tower. Okay, it makes me feel happy. The laser tower does go down though, as does the mechs. And, support construction vehicle. He's not going to be doing too hot. Yeah, there are only 2 flash tanks left, though. And I wish this black box wasn't here, man. Like, what? Oh, there, it's gone. Okay. I don't know what that was for. Midvit's flash tanks have stopped pursuing the enemy. There are now flash tanks in Midvit Central. Causing, carnage over here. And Midvit is not pressing the attack. Classic mistake. Always press the attack. Oh no, his construction vehicle's going down too. His flash tanks are finally closing in. Maybe they'll be able to kill this one, right? They've got it. They can do it. There's some over here providing some nice fire onto this last one. I say last one as if there's now one right here harassing this flash tank, but he's not going to be surviving for much longer. But he's going to run it. I cannot speak words. Okay, he's going to be taking down this mechs. Is there a scout over here for Midvit? There is. I'm covering Midvit a lot more than PTAQ because I want Midvit to win. Okay. This is an uphill battle for him as PTAQ is insane at this game. He's legendary. If I see a game with PTAQ, I normally don't cast it because, well, 1, we normally know who's going to win, and 2, it's almost always on this map. This map gets boring to cast for a little bit. You know, if you keep casting it weeks in a row. But yeah, I did not post a video last week. I was planning to make a Beyond the Reason video, but I found a really nice game that I really wanted to cast. But my game version was wrong, and I didn't feel like downloading the other one, so I just decided to say, I'm not going to make a video at all. And then I also won't be making one the week after this, so that's fun. Midvit does have a nice force of flash tanks here he should be using to attack PTAQ. The singular laser tower is not going to be enough of a defense against this army, but really he should be going in over here because there's 1 laser tower, or there's 2, but you also have all this energy production and the bot lab or vehicle lab. Oh yeah, you should be doing that, honestly. Radar tower up here, nice forward positioning. Then you also have some engineers over here building some laser towers. As you can see, his map control isn't quite as good as PTAQ's. It's not awful though, especially since he was what's the word? He was hit, maybe. We'll say that, with a lot more early game pressure than PTAQ was. And PTAQ has a massive plan of expansion here. You see he's queued up all these buildings all the way down here. He's encircling Midvit against the corner of the map. Yeah, Midvit needs to attack. His production it's not way worse, but it's definitely worse. So if he lets that inequality build up, then eventually he's not going to be able to fight back. He's not going to be able to build enough units to ward off PTAQ, but he's not attacking. Again, this is really weird. You must have a plan or something, because if there was me, which I would probably already be dead by now, okay? Because I'm terrible at this game. I would attack with these guys. I mean, it's kind of... he only has an advantage of 4. So maybe not right now, but he if he did it earlier, it would have done more damage. So that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Also, we have a cat here. I like the cat. All right. The tanks are going in, doing some damage. Nice. As long as he doesn't get close to a laser tower, he's going to have the advantage. Although there is one being built over here. Sussy. But I'm never going to say that word again. Yeah, 3 tanks left for PJQ. So Midvet is doing a great job here. 1 reinforcement. I don't know why you'd send another one in. Oh, 2 more. Okay. And Midvet is down to 4 tanks, sorry. Now you can make that 3. Whilst PJQ is down to 3. He just keeps producing them too quickly. And is Midvet building another force of tanks? Not really. Yeah, they're down here. There's some. Okay. I was like, this was worrying. I hope this game is not over. Well, the game said it would go on for a while. Now, why am I telling you this? The game is going to end immediately, okay? Well, that happened to Midvet's and PJQ's forces. I think Midvet had the advantage there. It was rough that his army got taken out, but he took out a lot more of the enemy, okay? And he also took out 2 construction vehicles and a mechs and a laser tower. So, honestly, I'd say that's a win for sure. I mean, it's not a colossal win. It's not a landslide. But it is a victory, even though it's a small one. And we have PJQ's commander all alone, surrounded by laser towers and building more every second. I'd say Midvet's best chance is to go around here. There's only one defending laser tower. Another one. So many. But when you have enough tanks, you get critical mass, okay? That's the big word. But basically it means laser towers will not be effective once you start building enough of these flash tanks. And he has another contingent of 9 flash tanks here to aid the 7 and the scout unit against, how many flash tanks are this? Are these 7? Yeah, you can take those easy. But he is getting constant reinforcements from his vehicle plant down here. So it's a little rough. He's building a lot of scouts now though, instead of tanks. So that's encouraging for Midvet. If there's a time to attack, it would be now. Looks like he is pressing the attack. Yes, kill the radar tower. I mean, I'm not biased. I want everyone to win equally, all the time, always. All right, Midvet is going in with his tanks. Maybe he'll be able to do the same thing, killing these construction units while taking out a mechs or 2. Yeah, this is definitely a bigger win for Midvet because he's killing PJQ's 2nd army. He does have... No, I thought those were units. They are not. They are laser towers. There's some... Arson? No way. There are some scout units over there for PJQ. But they won't really be able to do any damage. I mean, there are laser towers everywhere, so... Midvet is now switching production into medium tanks. The Stumpy. Very cool. What is PJQ doing? Is he doing that? He's building some flash tanks. Doesn't even have any planned out. Stumpy's planned out, which is worrying for him, I would say. Midvet is trying to make a rush to the base, but an army of scout units comes out from nowhere. Just kidding. They were there the whole time. And yeah, 2 flash tanks maybe make it to the base, but no. They didn't even shoot at the mechs, so a little bit of a waste, but you know. Actually, a large waste. That was the worst push. But it's fine. He killed some of PJQ's units down here, so, you know, that's something. Whoever can get to this reclaim spot, who I'm saying it's probably going to be PJQ, is going to have a lot of extra units. If he wants to reclaim them, or recycle them for metal, is also not a bad idea. We have a construction aircraft. Oh, reclaiming early. Okay, so just as I was talking about reclaiming, he goes and reclaims. Wonderful. I love to see it. Looks like Midvet has an aircraft plant and a vehicle plant, and pretty soon they'll probably be transitioning to tier 2 vehicles, or at least that's what I'm guessing. We have a Thunder Bomber coming out, slow as can be. Probably gonna be dropping on the ground. Yep. All right. Not patrolling anywhere. This is a flash tank over here, evading all of PJQ's units to do a killing blow to PJQ's base. Maybe. Also, Midvet has his medium tank army coming into PJQ. This will not be the end for the blue commander, though, because the D-gun is just insane. So, you know, he's good at dodging, though. That's what I gotta say. Midvet is barely getting in range, but also the medium tank bolts are a little slow, so PJQ can dodge a lot of them, but he can also be hit by a lot of them too. So he's having a bad time, but these flash tanks are driving off the medium tanks, and now he drove his medium tanks into the commander, and 3 of them got wiped out by the D-gun. This is what I'm saying. You gotta dodge it. I think he was just spooked because of all these light tanks here. But PJQ's commander may get away. He tried to cloak, but he doesn't have the energy for that. Using his D-gun on these flash tanks, and it looks like that is the end of Midvit's push. Definitely a win for PJQ, honestly. I mean, it would be a win even if his whole army died and his commander didn't, but his commander took out a lot of enemy units. I mean, PJQ's flash tanks didn't do that hot either, but they're flash tanks, so, like, it's not a big deal. Well, there's some Thunder Bombers coming in here. Maybe bombing? No bombing done on the medium tanks. They're going straight for Midvit's base, it seems. And is there any anti-air? Oh no. There's no anti-air units. Ooh. Oh wait, no, there's something. Oh, bombs coming in, killing nano turrets and solar collectors. Oh, here's one defender. Wonderful. Well, he'll kill those bombing units in like 3 years maybe. Yep, killing more solar collectors. Not good for Midvit. Not good at all. He was doing pretty well there with his pushes, but against PJQ's land army. But PJQ came in with the bombers. He's not able to stop him. Looks like they are retreating, though, which is weird. I would have kept bombing that place, because, like, I guess he built 2 more, so maybe not. They will come again, though, alright? They're not done. Defender, gonna be taking out this guy. Ooh, there he goes, crashing to the ground. Stalls out. And slowly floats to the ground, just as a heavy metal object would do. It's like real life, but just a tiny bit different. Just a tad. Also, I think we're ignoring the fact that they're fighting on a comet, okay? A flat comet, by the way, okay? That you can't physically fall off of. Really weird, really weird. Alright, Midvit is retreating his medium tank army, but he retreats him into PJQ's mechs line, so that's a good thing. And now he's holding his ground after taking out the lone laser tower. But yeah, there's only 3 here, 3 tanks here. But he doesn't want to lose any of his. He has 3 on low health, and 1 goes down. Oh no. But 2 of PJQ's go just down, and then there's just 1 left. He's having a terrible time. Honestly, he's not enjoying life right now, because he knows there's imminent death. And that imminent death comes in the form of medium tank rounds, so that's fun. Bomber? What you doing there? What you doing there, huh? Probably gonna be bombing these construction units. Oh no. I don't know what he's doing, bro. Where is he going? Oh, he may just be using the bomber as a scout unit, to be honest with you. Not a bad plan, honestly. PJQ's commander is still out here in the open by himself. I mean, there are the 3 laser towers, but he's a little exposed. More exposed than I would leave my commander around someone as dangerous as Midvit, okay? I'm just saying, I would not be doing that. But, yeah, these bombers pose a threat to Midvit, obviously. And they've kind of taken over his mechs line down here in the southeastern corner. Wait, southwestern, I know directions. There are bombers on the ground over here that Midvit did not take out, which is, he didn't really have an army over here, which is fair, so. Although, is that a bomber? No, that's a freedom fighter. Wonderful. Okay, well, that's going to be taking out those bombers. Nice job. Protecting the robot freedom from enemy robots. Nice. Bombers doing a bombing run on these slow medium tanks. Bombs aren't too damaging. Honestly, a lot of them miss. But the ones that do hit, you know, they take out a decent chunk of the tank's health. And there's not a lot you can do against these bombers. I don't know where the fighters went. They may have been taken out by anti-air. Yeah, he's setting up his medium tank line. And instead of focusing on the enemy tanks, he shoots construction bots, because, no way. I mean, he kills the construction bots, so there's that. But, yeah, he allows his tank line to be hit like this. I forgot how to draw arrows. I think it was Q. I don't really want to draw them because they're hard to erase. But yeah, if you flank them like this is a total war. Master flank, alright? So what you do in Total War, except it's much more effective because the enemy runs away. I should play Total War on this channel, huh? I think I played that Greek one. I forgot what it was called. It was not very good. I did not enjoy it. Troy. There we go. They made an update to it. They took out all the monsters. And I don't understand that. And then they put a DLC where you could buy the monsters. Why? I already had the monsters. I shouldn't have to buy them back. Yeah. Needless to say, I don't really like CA. All right. They're messing up their games. And Warhammer 3, I think it's going to be terrible. I think it's going to be awful, honestly. So hopefully they'll go back to historical games. But I don't want historical games if they're bad, so they better be good, okay? Okay? You know, I got disappointed with, Battlefield. It was terrible. Anyone see that launch? Look at the Steam page for that. It's absolutely awful. So I'm kind of off topic here, because I'm distracting myself from PJQ's absolute domination. Also, that tank was flying, dude. Yeah, PJQ is coming in here with his medium tanks. Midvet doesn't really have an answer to this, which is not good for him, obviously. Sending in some tanks, but only 3. Yeah, you don't want to send in tanks unless you have enough, or any unit, rather, unless you have enough to kill the enemy. Otherwise, you're feeding them metal, or units that they can reclaim, like what's going on here. And yeah, you just keep wasting production. So, he is producing the medium tanks rather quickly, or he was. Like, these 3 all came out pretty quick succession. Dear Lord. The problem here is I don't know how he's going to come back, because BJQ has almost all of the map. He has some mechs, or Midvet has some mech spots over here, but they can easily be taken out. If BJQ decides to retreat back, you can destroy these as he goes. So honestly, it's not looking too hot for Midvet. If we look, his metal production is way down. Energy, still the same, almost the same. He has a little bit less. But yeah, the metal production is really where he's falling behind, which is rough. He is having these gunships, killing some of the medium tanks. Not a bad idea. But then PJQ's fighters come in. How awful is this? And yeah, those gunships go twirling out into the great abyss. All right. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I got Planetary Annihilation, Titans. It was in the 3 RTS tournaments. It was FAF, this game, and Planetary Annihilation Titans. Honestly, did not really enjoy it. I wish I could refund it, but I played too long, so it's now stuck in my Steam library forever. I may play it on this channel once. I may do one replay, just because I think it could be really fun to see the orbital mechanics in play with the planets. But honestly, playing it is such a pain, trying to zoom around the planets, and then trying to get orbital units to go cross planets. Like, I'm trying to get these transporters to drop my units on the moon, so I can put this big engine on there and ram it into another planet. It's really difficult. Sometimes, like, my units will just disappear in transit. I don't know where they went. But yeah. Back to the game. PJQ is absolutely rolling through Midvet's base. And Midvet is crying over here in the corner as he watches his beautiful handiwork be destroyed. No, the gunships are taking out actually a decent portion of these medium tanks. But honestly, the destruction is so large, Midvet is going to have a horrible time trying to come back from this. Like, absolutely awful time. He has very little of the map left. This is his last outpost that is going to be taken out by flash tanks. Well, I guess he has some stuff over here, but not a mech, so it's just the laser towers. But yeah, this is really bad for him. Also, a lot of his energy production was destroyed. And it's going to be really hard for him to push back at all. But really, his main problem is how he's going to survive the next attack. The next of Midvet's waves. Midvet is sitting in. Oh, excuse me. Scout bots here. So that's nice. They're going along, dude. They're doing things. Alright? There's a constant stream of them. Constant production of scout bots. Which means that nothing. It means nothing. It means that he built a bot plant. I was going to say he must have his advanced bot plant, but he didn't start out with the bot plant, so I don't know what I'm saying. Interesting that he hasn't gone advanced yet. Honestly, tier 1 with a... actually, never mind. Tier 1 isn't bad with a massive economy, is what I was going to say. I was going to say tier 1 with tier 2 economy. I don't know how I'd have a tier 2 economy with no tier 2 units. Or tier 2 buildings, okay? That's ridiculous. I need to stop talking. Looks like, did Method leave? No way. I think maybe may have given up here. We'll speed it up a little bit. We'll speed up his poor demise. I think he may have given up here, or my screen is just weird. But well, you can resign. Oh, he did resign. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Seeing Mivit be destroyed was absolutely heartbreaking for me, but we kind of all knew it was gonna happen. Okay, PTQ. Oh, he crashed maybe. Yeah, I was like, Mivit doesn't do this, but yeah. PTQ is ruthless and kills him even though he crashed, which honestly is fair because you just prolonged his death if you did. We'll look at the graphs here for those who are interested in seeing them. Look at that. 2 lines there. The blue one is higher than the red one because the blue one played better. Same thing here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy stuff like this, and I'll see you all later. Adios.